I'm not always the nicest, but I'm gonna always try and be, as crazy as it sounds, kind. Ooh, happy Saturday. I just left 61st Street Market and now I'm headed downtown for Zumba in the park. We'll see if I actually do it. I'll insert the clip that I recorded already for my IG stories. But yeah, we'll see if it happens. And not me forgetting that I have the dual shot recorder up on my phone. I could have been recording both ways, both times. But now I remember. Yeah, gotta remember that for the rest of the day. Slowly but surely, the Obama Library is coming together. And also because they're still working on it, that means I gotta walk another block to get to a bus stop. But yeah, slowly but surely. I am in, look at that lip. Oh well. A full-on rebuilding stage of my life. And there's so much that I am working to get in place. But a lady just came in at the train station where I was eating and was asking people for money. I was like, I don't have money, but you want to get some food? So I bought it. Could I have used that money for something? 100%. But here's the thing. I know for a fact that someone being willing to buy me some food could potentially make all the difference in someone's life, right? And she was so, of course, grateful and constantly thanking me. I'm like, it's fine, you know, can I get a drink? And I'm not sharing this to say anything about me, but more so about, man, we're just in such a fucked up place right now. I read an article earlier where in San Diego, they literally have trailers they've set up in school parking lots for homeless families. Like, how fucked up is this place that families have to live in the parking lot at the school in trailers that the school has set up? Like, it's just insane. So, like I said, there's so much that I need right now. So much that I'm working to rebuild for myself right now. But I'm so grateful. And I'm just gonna, you know, try and help people as much as I can. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, I am a Taurus, I'm a bull. A lot of times, especially when I'm out, I don't wanna be talking to people all the time, you know, I like to have my space, people annoy me, all that, you know, so I'm not always the nicest, but I'm gonna always try and be, as crazy as it sounds, kind. But I know I'm not the nicest all the time. But I felt at that moment, somebody needs to eat. So that's what we did. Happy Monday. Took my hair down. Because I'm going to wash it and rebraid it and reinstall and all that good stuff. But had a really great weekend. It's raining now, but the weather this weekend was like pure summer eve vibes. And the people were peopling. Let me tell you, the people were peopling. It was a lot initially. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of people. But yeah, so pretty productive week coming. A little theater, so it's always some fun. A little Black history, so I'm excited for that. And yeah, so looking forward to this week. Hopefully we'll be able to share something fun with you guys. In addition to just, you know, getting this life moving, keeping this life moving. But it's so funny seeing my hair with all this gray. Like, it is just so crazy to me. Because I'm the girl, I'm usually like, every summer my hair goes like a really beautiful kind of goldy bronzy brown. or red, or not super red, but and that I'll insert some pictures. And in the winter I usually go black. But I haven't colored my hair in quite a while because the last time I did it, that shit broke me up. And I'm just like not about that life. So I don't hate the gray. I wish I had that nice white silvery gray, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Happy Tuesday. Picking up a mail. Had to get some tools for my new business that I'm working on. I don't know if I mentioned it, but my kit has placed an order with me. It's kind of like my first order. I'm really excited to do it for their son's prom send off. So I gotta get it right. But this is one of many, well, 3 of many orders, packages, things to come as I learn to perfect this new craft. I'm very excited. I love using my hands, and I've always wanted to do something with food, so excited for this. So I've ordered a mold to do the Rice Krispie treats. I just feel like it'll be just a cuter, more uniform kind of look, but I have already made some without it, but got the mold, got some new measuring cups just to make my life easier. I'm constantly learning, growing, getting different new things. So okay, so the thing about using the molds is it definitely requires a lot more chocolate. Yeah, so I am definitely going to think about that if I'm going to use the molds, because it definitely requires a lot more chocolate. Okay, so that's all the amount of chocolate I'm gonna put in there. Like I said, I might go back to dipping. I don't know, because it's a lot of chocolate, a lot more chocolate. And what I found, just even from the samples that I gave out, people like the chocolate, but they don't want an overload of chocolate. But then also I got these molds, and I have to learn how to make sure I'm properly demolding those. But once again, I do have that practice because I use molds when I am making my home decor pieces. I'll insert some of those in case you're not familiar. They're absolutely darling for plants, planters and things of that nature. So I'm used to using molds, but these are really tiny. So in a lot of the research that I've done, one of the problems is that people have had a lot of breakage. So you gotta really pay attention to how you're using those. But yeah, I'm definitely probably gonna go back to just dipping the Krispies, because that's a lot of chocolate, a lot. All right, so I just took them out of the freezer, but this is why I was thinking about using it, because I like this smooth look. I don't know if I took a video of the other ones. If I did, I'll insert it. The other ones look like, Rice Krispies just covered in chocolate. But this one just gives like this real cool smooth look. I didn't flatten them out because I didn't fill the mold all the way. But normally you would obviously fill the mold all the way. And as you can see just how thick it is, it's a lot of chocolate. And I just feel like I have to charge more because it's a lot more chocolate that would be required. So we'll probably stick to just dipping these. But I do like the look. As far as these little molds go, these are pretty simple. This is a little graduation mold, so there's like a little book. I think this one is a diploma. Yeah. I just literally just threw this in here. You normally wouldn't do it so sloppily. But I just was like using up that last little bit of chocolate. But yeah, so that's a little demolding of those. But yeah, I'm kind of bummed about this, like I said, but it just ends up being just way too much chocolate. Like, look how thick that is around there. That's unfortunate. So I just finished watching a raisin in the sun. They had the showing today because it's Lorraine Hansberry's, she calls on Lorraine Hansberry's birthday. So we were here at the Washington Arts Incubator. This is their outdoor lawn. They do movies and workouts here and all kinds of cool things. But so we just finished that and now I'm getting ready to head in. I definitely have like a lot of work that I still need to do that I haven't done. But I love this area here. Like, I think it's so cool, all the little seating. I always love when they use like natural wood. It looks like it needs a little treatment though because the sun really suns over here. But I just love what they've done with the area. I've lived in this area for quite a while. And so this is relatively new, and by relatively new, I mean like within the last maybe 5 years that they converted it to this lovely little like outdoor area. Like I said, they'll do movies and workouts and things here. So we love to see it. I always love this building here. The university owns it now, but before they did, I always was like, man, I could have a shop there, or Bub could have a shop there, but I always loved that space. I feel like it would make a great plant shop. But like I said, the university owns it and so much more nowadays over here. But yeah, I always loved that building. So I was sitting on one of the super comfy chairs, but I got like all this stuff on me from the fabric, but it was totally worth it so that I could just lounge, because the movie was 2 hours long. And then there was a little issue at one point where they lost the internet. What is it? It was like a cute little community event. I absolutely enjoyed it. But as I mentioned, I lived over here for a long time, so this was always my park where I would ride the divvy bike, let Bubnum say it for hours on end, but you know, we would like pick up a divvy from right over there because I live down the street on 59th, and just rode through the park. It's a really huge park. Bub used to run the park for hours, and I guess I used to ride the park for hours, but it's one of my favorite spaces in the city, and I've live streamed from here. We've had some of our best live streams actually in the wintertime, like on a snowy day. It's so beautiful because there's like lakes within the park that they have, and it's just lovely. And this is the field house. The kids went there for camp when they were little. So crazy. My kid is 31 now, so it's just insane. Just thinking about how fast time has gone by.
There are theater snobs, which are us. And then you have cornballs.
Cornballs.
That are theater snobs, but they're cornballs, darling. We're the cool girls.
But we just finished seeing Spamalot.
Fabulous.
Very, very fun.
Yes.
So crazy, over the top at moments. That George Santos.
George, that was
I
hilarious.
was like, what the heck?
It was so good.
Very good. We enjoyed it. Love theater.
So funny.
Good morning. Had to mute that. Happy Thursday. I am up testing. It's a little pastry bag with chocolate in it, which has hardened very fast. But I am testing the new molds I got. Let me show you. I'll get them out of the freezer. All right, super crazy angle, but I wanted you guys to be able to see. Take my bifocals off so I can see. But this is a cute little mold that I got because the order that I'm doing, he is a great basketball player. So I wanted to put on some cute little basketballs. They won't be this color, but I was just testing a mold. Like I gotta make sure that I do a better job of tapping in the chocolate so we don't get those kind of holes. But let's see the other ones. How do we do? Yeah. I'm going to definitely make sure. I have a lot of the treat makers use a hand massage thing that shakes it so that it fills in the mold better. And so I'm definitely going to have to use those because I do not want those holes on there. But that's why, of course, you do these tests, right? To figure everything out. Now I'm also going to put their initials, him and his date. So I'm going to use this little ampersand, and in their initials, this mold is pretty good. I've been watching some of the treat makers and some of the molds are super small, but once again, I gotta watch it, making sure that I get it down in there well so that we don't get all these air bubbles. I need to look at the phone so so I can see what I am and am not showing you guys, but yeah. So I'll have their initials, but the massager arrives, I want to say tomorrow, so I'll have time to practice with it. But yeah, that's the main thing about these molds. And I've dealt with molds before because, you know, I use molds when I'm making my home decor pieces. I think I've mentioned that in the earlier in this vlog. But yeah, so I'm familiar with using molds. Yeah, but I just want to make sure that I get these right. But these are so stinking cute. I think they'll be so cute. Like, some of them I think I'll put like on here, but it'll be a different color. The colors are black and royal blue. So we'll do that, but I'll also do, like I said, I'll do their initials. I'm also printing out prom. So right now it looks kind of crazy because they're all the same color, but they won't be, you know what I mean, when they're all done. So we'll do stuff like that as well. So looking forward to all of that. I gotta make sure I write it all down. I've written it down like a baseline of what I wanted to do, but I want to get more detail. And then I'm gonna do the year on some of the things. So got the 20. I just broke the 6. Yeah, I just broke the 6. But yeah, so you gotta be really careful with these small molds. But I have these two, the 2 and the 0. So I'll do some 2026s in alternate color from the actual color of the items. Like I said, the colors are black and royal blue. So I'm excited. It should be fun. Woo, happy Friday. A girl's got a major headache, but I'm out running errands. I'm out of my little ibuprofen, which I don't try to take often, but sometimes you need your things, but I am out. But I'm out running errands, just left Dollar Tree. Gotta go to Home Depot, pick up something for an install. Liners for planters. And then go to Whole Foods, and then I'm going back in because I have a headache and I need to address it. Because it is making this not fun at all. And also, I wasn't making it any better because I brought my cart, but I was carrying it on my arm. Only making it worse. But we've corrected that. Oh my God. And people have been complaining about the weather, the fact that it's been a little chilly. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not upset. Because if it wasn't a little chilly right now, I'd be soaking wet sweat. So I ain't really upset. It's not technically summer yet anyway, folks. I mean, what is it? May 20 something? I don't even know what the date is. But I'm not upset about it. So this is how you know I'm super tired. I came out and I was like, where are my glasses? Where are my glasses? My glasses are on my face. I'm so tired. And she told me I'm here to pick up Bub's car. I don't even know what the heck it is. But yeah, I'm tired. Somebody just got groomed. Looking good, looking good. Of course, overly excited, but looking good. Tuesday here in Chicago. Beautiful morning. In the 70s, but not super warm because it's a bit overcast. Praises. I am picking up some packages at Whole Foods. and probably grabbing a couple of things. Very early in the morning for me to be out. I miss being out early. I used to be out early all the time, but it's not my regular thing anymore, and I kind of miss it. But lots to do today. Lots to do today. One annoying thing about the my phone using my face is, for whatever reason, when I wear these glasses, it can't really see my eyes. I mean, maybe they're too close in color, I don't know. But it's annoying. It's annoying. But look at that. Sears Tower. Love this view, especially at night. Looks pretty industrial from this close up, but when you're taking the whole view in, it's so nice. But yeah, so it's so annoying. I'll be trying to open it with these glasses on, and if I have my mask on, it definitely cannot read my eyes. So, first world problems. But like I said, it's an absolute beautiful day here in Chicago. I have so much to do. I gotta start working on the treats. It's Tuesday. The event is Friday. So today I'm gonna start making the chocolate molds for like the words and numbers. Practice my candying. I got a bunch of grapes. We went to Sam's. I didn't record any of this stuff Sunday. It was so rainy. We went to Sam's because apparently they said that they had like the best strawberries and stuff. What I saw wasn't that great, maybe because it was Sunday. Hoping when I go again on Thursday that they're exactly what the people keep claiming they are, which is super nice. So gotta do that. But today I'm gonna work on the grapes and yeah, just perfect the technique. I got all my colors. That's what I was picking up at Whole Foods. I was picking up all the colors. But like I told you guys about the view, never gets old. And I've been missing going to the movies. This is one of the places where I go to the theater. And I've been missing it just because I've been, so busy. But definitely this weekend I'm gonna try and fit one in. Because it's been like almost a month. So gonna try to fit one in this weekend for sure. I've missed some things I wanted to see, but sometimes you gotta